17 things seniors with clean homes do every day. Have you ever walked into a senior's home and instantly felt at peace? Not because it was spotless like a showroom, but because it felt cared for, lived in, and quietly dignified? Behind that sense of calm is something powerful: daily habits. Simple, often invisible rituals that seniors with clean, peaceful homes do without even thinking. And these habits aren't about perfection, they're about pride, purpose, and presence. In this video, we're going to uncover 17 daily habits that seniors with clean, inviting homes tend to follow. Some of them take less than a minute, but together they create a space that feels not just tidy, but loved. Whether you're a senior yourself, caring for aging parents, or simply planning for your own golden years, then these small routines might just be the secret to a calmer, healthier home life after 60. Stay with me till the end. You might be surprised by how many of these you're already doing and which ones could quietly change your days. Habit 1. They make the bed every single morning. It sounds small, but studies show that starting your day with a simple act of order helps regulate stress hormones and creates momentum for other healthy habits. Take Elaine, 74, who begins every day by smoothing out the sheets. "It's how I tell myself the day is ready to begin," she says. Her home feels serene, and so does her mind. Contrast that to Stanley, 76, who let his bed stay messy for days. "What's the point?" he said. Over time, that same mindset bled into the dishes, laundry, and even his social life. His home began to reflect his low spirits, and it became harder to climb out of that rut. It's not about being tidy, it's about setting tone. Habit number 2, they keep flat surfaces clear. Having cluttered tables, countertops, and nightstands overstimulate the brain, especially as we age. A study from Princeton showed that physical clutter negatively affects focus and information processing. Iris, 80, has a rule: nothing lives on the kitchen table except a candle. That one rule keeps the space welcoming and not chaotic. Don, 78, slowly let piles build. Mail, keys, magazines. Soon it became overwhelming. "I stopped inviting people over. I was embarrassed," he admits. Clearing space clears the mind and reopens the door to connection. Habit number 3. They do a 1-minute tidy after meals. After eating, they don't wait. They rinse the dish, wipe the counter, sweep up a crumb. These 1-minute moves prevent messes from becoming monsters. Lydia, 69, says, "If it takes less than a minute, I do it right away." That habit keeps her kitchen always guest ready. Meanwhile, Carl, 83, would leave dishes until later, but later never came. One skipped rinse turned into stacked plates, then ants, then mice, then stress. These aren't chores. They're tiny, loving ways of caring for your space and yourself. Habit number 4. They don't let laundry wait till tomorrow. Seniors with clean homes have a quiet rule: if laundry's done drying, it gets folded today. Why? Because visual mess creates low-grade mental fatigue, even when we don't realize it. Shirley, 77, folds while watching her favorite show. "It's my quiet ritual," she says. Sally, age 79, used to let clean clothes pile up in a basket. "Then I dig through them like a raccoon," she laughs. But what started as harmless turned into a routine of disorder. Touching fabric, folding with intention, it's grounding. It turns chaos into calm. Habit number 5. They treat the entryway like sacred space. The first thing you see when you walk in your home shapes how you feel about being there. Clean home seniors instinctively protect this zone. No clutter, no chaos, just calm. Jean, 75, places a small bench and a single vase by the door. It reminds me to take a breath when I enter, like my home is always welcoming me back. Edwina, 81, used to let shoes, bags, and flyers pile up. I didn't realise, but every time I walked in, I felt anxious before I even took off my coat. An entryway isn't just a spot, it's a message. It says this place matters, and so do I. Habit number 6. They have a no chair, clothes rule. You know the chair, the one that slowly becomes a second closet? Clean home seniors don't let that happen. If clothes come off, they go in the hamper or back in the closet. Francis, 79, made a rule. If I wouldn't hang it up in someone else's house, I won't hang it on a chair in mine. Angie, 74, didn't think it mattered. It's just clothes, she'd say, until laundry day became overwhelming and she started losing track of what was clean. That led to embarrassment and isolation. The chair isn't the enemy, the habit is. Keep chairs for sitting, not for storing. Habit number 7. They wipe down the bathroom sink every evening. This isn't about scrubbing grout or deep cleaning. It's one quick pass through with a cloth or tissue. A small act of stewardship that says, I honour the place where I care for myself. Donna, 82, keeps a microfiber cloth tucked beside her toothbrush. One swipe, that's it, but it changes how I see the whole room. Mark, 76, lets toothbrush splatter build up. It's not dirty, you'd shrug, but it became a slow signal that other things like flossing began to slip too. Clean sinks invite clean routines. They're not about sparkle, they're about dignity. Habit number 8. They have a dedicated home for everything, especially the small stuff. Keys, glasses, the TV remote. Clean home seniors avoid daily stress by assigning every item a home. Marjorie, 85, has a bowl for keys, a tray for remotes, and a small hook for her glasses. I don't waste time hunting. My things respect me because I respect them. Mavis, 80, used to misplace things daily. It made me feel like I was slipping mentally, she shares. But once she created dedicated zones, her confidence felt sharper. Every item in its place isn't just efficient, it's empowering. Habit number 9. They open a window every single morning. Indoor air can be more polluted than outdoor air. Stale air contributes to fatigue and worsens respiratory symptoms, especially in older adults. Eleanor, 78, cracks open her window for 10 minutes. I feel like I'm letting in the day, she says. Herbert, 84, kept windows shut. I thought it was safer, but his home began to feel heavy. He started waking up groggy and more irritable. Even in winter, a burst of fresh air can refresh the body and mind. It's not just hygiene, it's harmony. Habit number 10. They touch every room once a day. Neglect feeds neglect. The less we interact with the space, the more likely it is to fall into disrepair. Lena, 73, has a walkabout routine. After breakfast, she walks through each room. It reminds me this whole place is my home. Bernie, 77, stopped entering the back room after his wife passed. It hurt. Over time, it became dusty and grief left unspoken. Touching a room is touching a memory, a story. It keeps the home and the heart alive. Habit number 11. They declutter while moving, not during cleaning time. They don't wait for cleaning day. Instead, they declutter whilst living. Paul, 79, calls it tidying with movement. Every time he puts laundry away, he picks one item to reevaluate. It's my way of keeping life light. Joanne, 81, waited for spring cleaning. The clutter felt like a mountain, and mountains are hard to climb in your 80s. Decluttering isn't an event, it's a lifestyle. Habit number 12. They end the day with a closing ritual. A quick wipe, dimmed lights, placing the remote in its tray. These acts signal peace to the brain. Marsha, 76, wipes her sink and dims her lamp. It's my way of telling myself everything's okay. Henrietta, 83, never had a routine. I'd fall asleep with dishes in the sink. I'd wake up already behind. A closing ritual isn't about tidiness, it's about rest. Habit number 13. They keep a don't touch drawer for emergencies. They allow space for chaos, but it's contained. Diana, 74, says, my drawer might look wild inside, but I know what's in it, and it keeps the rest of the house peaceful. Eugene, 78, resisted. I wanted everything perfect. That pressure led to frustration. Now I just corral the chaos. One drawer of freedom can buy a whole house of calm. Habit number 14. They use their space, not just store it. The dining table becomes storage. The porch gathers dust. Clean home seniors, they use what they have. Rose, 80, eats at her dining table every morning. It makes me feel like the day matters. Jim, 82, hadn't sat on his porch in years. One day I cleaned it off and had my tea there. I felt like I was home again. Unused space is like an unused muscle. It atrophies. Habit number 15. They keep cleaning supplies close, but out of sight. Instead of lugging one caddy around, they store small items in key spots. Beverly, 77, keeps a spray bottle under the vanity. Takes me 30 seconds. Rowena, 79, used to clean only on the weekends. It always felt overwhelming. When tools are close, action becomes automatic. Habit number 16. They celebrate tiny wins. Clean home seniors know that one corner cleaned is enough. One drawer sorted is progress. Frank, 81, says, if I wipe down the stove today, that's a good day. Anita, 76, used to get discouraged. What's the point? She'd say. Now she celebrates every single win. That's progress, not perfection. Habit number 17. They see cleaning as a spiritual practice, not just a task. They dust shelves, not for cleanliness, but just as a thank you to the memories those books hold. Ellen, 83, says, when I sweep the floor, I feel like I'm blessing it. George, 85, used to hate cleaning, but now it feels sacred. Clean homes aren't just well managed, they're well loved. You don't need a perfect home, but you deserve a peaceful one. These 17 habits aren't just about dusting and wiping. They're about dignity, rhythm, and choosing to care. One small act at a time. One sacred moment of attention. That's how seniors with clean homes build not just order, but honor. Download our free checklist, 10 Tiny Daily Habits for a Cleaner Home After 60. Linked below the video. Also subscribe so you never miss a tip that could bring more peace and pride into your everyday life. Lastly, comment below. Which of these habits do you already practice or want to try this week? That's it for today. Until next time, all the very best.